Hey, welcome to part 2 of Hogwarts Legacy walkthrough, playthrough, if you want to call it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whichever you are in the world. Just back here with the second video, and we're gonna try to progress through a few main missions, probably do some side quests. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, hope you guys do enjoy the video. Get going. I got sorted into Slytherin last video I should say, and yeah, I only learned about 2 spells, I think. Revelio and
suppose some
Lumos.
introductions are in order.
What? See my classmates. What's good? Popping. Cause I'm a G. This.
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
I gotta use a wand to rotate it. Just use my hand. Okay, man. All right, let's introduce ourselves.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
A random dragon attack. It's bad if I say it's exciting. What's exciting? Seeing someone die. Like, what?
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
You don't need to know, bro.
It's still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things,
Oh.
but not exactly
Okay.
what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Hey,
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts?
say it. With
Which
the dark
ones?
arts.
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time.
Come on,
It was
bruh.
good meeting you. Good luck today.
Okay. Just hurry this along.
I wouldn't do
Spinning
that
with-
if I were you.
Oh, I thought she was talking to me. I was about to say, hold up. All right, Reyes.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Let
Don't say I didn't warn you. Check
the man play, bruh.
Told you.
Build up.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you and Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
I don't know, because we can't. Not everybody's a wizarding chess connoisseur.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time.
Yeah.
There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and
passionate.
around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
I will be right back. Apologies, there were some groceries that my family would like help with, so I
Do you think they're hiding from us?
continue.
I think I heard one.
Doubt
Man
nobody
has-
find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous.
Ominous.
Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well,
Got it.
you certainly had
Is
a
he blind?
memorable arrival.
Is he blind? It looks like he's blind. Also, if you could hear the leaf blower behind me, my neighbors are blowing things, or I think they have a landscaping service that you know, loud. So if you do hear, I apologize. Memorable, more like terrifying. I'm confident.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were
Let's
you
see.
expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin,
Hey, yo.
one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
What you're telling me is that you're exactly like him. That's what it sounds like.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Oh, nice meeting you.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Okay.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
I do think that she's not actually a what's it called, a Slytherin headmaster. Pretty sure she's Gryffindor, seeing how all the Weasleys are Gryffindor. Like, I know exactly where to put you. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little exploring. If I find anything interesting, I'll show you guys. If not, we'll just cut to the others.
I know what you mean.
Boring. Eating, of course. Yeah, ooh, what's that? Level 3 lock. Okay. Apple. Hungry. Be hungry.
Sometimes the prefect,
Oh, these are just a common dormitory.
mind you, it was the only seat left. And I did ask.
What's up here? There's another dormitory.
I can't go up there.
Oh, damn. All right, my bad. In the yo, you're running. She a track star. I am.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
God.
Owls.
PTSD.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Sounded just like Professor Umbridge.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Oh,
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Hey, I want to open this. Wait, hold on, chill. House, chest, plate.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Okay.
The guide will give you
That's
opportunities
cool.
to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
That kind of sick. Okay, listen, girl. Do you want to go on the right side or left side? Pick.
Do keep up.
I saw this on TikTok. I need the invisibility spell.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Field guide page. Okay. Kelpie statue. The statue depicts the Kelpie, a shapeshifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes the form of a long maned horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is the Loch Ness Monster of Scotland. Nice. Just unlocked the field guide challenge. Progress towards completing challenges appear here. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges and field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenge menu to continue. Guide page. Okay. Selecting your first page, unlock a new challenge category, new challenge. Central. Okay. Here, each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlocked. Critical upgrade. So I get Galia Spectacle. I collect 2 field guide pages. Okay. Words must be claimed from the challenge menu. Come back as often. Words you have on. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Not gonna lie, this blower's starting to piss me off. Okay. That's just cool.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Blue flame.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Discovered a flue flame. Fast travel. Oh, it's to fast travel. Okay. Open the map at any time to fast travel. And to open the map. Hey, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Hall is divided to 2 main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, including the house, common rooms, and great halls. Select staircase region. Selected. In this view, the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including house, common room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flame. Okay. Right side of the map is where you find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouse. I was gonna say lighthouse. Like the library annex region. Usually has unlocked the central hall flute. You need to rotate the map and fast travel. That's cool.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Oh.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Okay. Now, wait.
Always something
Got a field
happening
page?
here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Professor Black glanced at me
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Nice.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Okay.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
We all know what Defense Against the Dark Arts is. Let's go.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
Let's go.
A lot
Move
to
on.
absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class.
Side
You'll be up to
quests?
speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Okay, you don't need to know, bro.
I'm sorry, Professor, but
The
I'm
need
afraid
to
that's all
know,
there is to
and
it.
you don't need to know.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat.
And
I need to get
Zugway.
to class myself.
Ah,
Might
no
I rely on you,
accidents.
Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Hey. Got some children here like, oh my god, magic. Luckily, I'm a dad. What can I say?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Come on.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay. Oh, I press escape. Quest. Okay. Track available quests from the map. Oh, okay, so just. This represents main quest. Completing main quests will further the story and lock. Quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. Level requirements in these cases, you require level and or have the spell. Require spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing quest assignments or as quest rewards. Nice. Track a quest. Okay. All right. Let's. Leviosa. I kind of want to learn Accio, but we'll do the defense against dark arts first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Nice. Okay. Cast Charmed Compass. Charmed Compass will lead you anything. Nice. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool. Ooh, what's that? Roll? Oh, is there a second one over there? There's not. So. Oh. Is there a building? Because that's the only thing that's like kind of golden. I don't want to. This. Oh. Okay, I'm pretty sure we'll figure that out a little later on. Oh, a little light exploring. Dance class. Oh, those are spirits. Haha, it's the library. Okay, let's go. Go to the defense against dark arts and probably cut. Hello. Oh, gotta like. Assuming that's like loading the area rather than just opening. Thing.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
Yo, who you talking to, bruh? Along here. Let's begin.
Stupefy! Stupefy! Is that all you've got? Bombard!
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso!
Oh.
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Unlucky.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Yep, we know how to do this. Come on. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, give him a little bit of a little time to catch up.
Levioso!
Nice. I can fly a feather.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Person. Of course. Sorry. Slytherin came out of me.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Okay. Bippity boppity
See how the
boo.
dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Okay.
Remember.
Levioso!
Good. Well done.
Easy. Come on.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be
Levioso, this can't be your first duel.
It's
Let's
not.
just say I'm a
Come
quick
on,
learner.
bruh.
If only all of my students were this adept.
Oh,
You're good.
How perceptive. Right?
hello?
What are you
Oh,
doing up there?
oh.
Levioso!
Cast Levioso to throw your opponent off guard.
Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know.
Protego.
I will lie, I low-key forgot. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot.
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Yeah? No way. Okay. I won't lie, I did forget how to use Protego. Thing. I did forget. We ain't gonna talk about it. It is on hard though. Difficulty is on hard.
This should be easy.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
There you go. Levioso!
If only all of my students were this adept.
Bye-bye. Okay. I forgot how to use Protego. I'm sorry.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Hey, yo.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Nice.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
It was not.
I've dueled enough.
Fun.
Consider
Well,
yourself
fifth year.
lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Interesting.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. My visibility cloak.
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance.
Okay.
If you're interested.
Nice.
Till next time.
First class students. Side quest. Nice. Available side quests can be found inside regions of Hogwarts marked as and discovered. Oh, marked as a flag. Let's say. And discovered by exploring the world. These quests do not advance. Alright, so we're gonna go to the charm class. That next. Oh, it's above. Okay.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
friends. Spot of tea. Oh, whoa, what's that?
Revelio.
Ah, who free, bruh? Skeleton of an Irish phoenix or Audrey? I have no idea how to say that. An intensely shy bird who can forecast the coming of rain and mournful cries were death. Oh, I got two. So wait, I don't press M. I guess right here I find collection challenges, field guide pages, claim rewards. Okay, got me some glasses. Inventory. Is it in here? Oh, here. No magical property. And what was it, Harry? Outfit. Okay, since I don't have anything yet, I'm gonna leave it alone. Up. Going up. Oh, it is this way. Homecoming. Three-headed wolf.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to.
I kind of want to save. Want to save. Having a checkpoint.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
This is a cool room.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517.
That energy.
Before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Like how it says, laughs itself.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio. Nice. Okay. Almost messed that one up.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Going outside already.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
I don't know how I feel about those sounds.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio,
Okay.
Think of this like very good. Happens to the best of us.
I knew it was gonna fucking rolling.
Splendid!
You're joking.
Not to worry.
You're joking.
That's it.
Stop.
Stay focused.
Come on, bruh.
Very good. Points to Slytherin.
For what?
But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Not kill some of the ball. Not going over. Not going over. Okay.
Watch this.
Okay, bro. That's not fair. Okay. Okay. I got this. 50. Ready?
Accio.
Oh my. I'm clean with it. Don't, you can, if you knock my.
There we go.
Wait. Can I, wait, did it say anything about knocking? Wait, no. Wrong button. Use Accio to get it without going over. Wait, can I knock balls out? Wait, hold up. Okay, all right, position myself.
Everyone is watching.
Accio.
Try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well. Quite impressive. Be sharp.
Wait. Hit it. Oh, go over 50?
That is how it's done.
Okay. I got this. Too much. No. I tried. All right, listen. Want a rematch. Not fair.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
All right, I win here.
Let us see this. Yes!
Okay. Wait for it. Now.
Accio.
Bye.
I will get you back for that.
I'm clean with it.
Here we go.
$30. Weak.
There we go.
Eh. Much. Chill. Okay.
Not to worry.
Okay. Let me use my Leviosa spell. Okay, okay. I just need to not mess this up.
Accio.
Okay. Just need to not mess it up.
Excellent control there.
I win. You suck. Praise me.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
East.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
I practice then. What?
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes.
What?
I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Nice. All right. That was fun, my 2 classes, and I think that's a good stopping point for the video. So definitely have a good time. I think this is a good stopping point for part 2. My 2 classes. Sorry for performing really bad in that game. It's kind of weird to get this ball to stop rolling, but you know. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. They all help tremendously. They're all free to do. If not, it's all right. Thank you for just showing up. A view is always great to have. And I hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day, whether it's at night, morning, or afternoon. And see you in the next part. Peace.